In the areas that we work, there's huge unsolved problems. So one example is economic crime. When you open a bank account, onboarding checks are, performed. So are you a criminal? Are you a terrorist? All sorts of checks. So you need technology, but typically firms either buy a solution that's on the market or they build their own. It can take years. And it does cost a lot of money. What we've seen is people start out with a grand plan, a huge budget, and it doesn't deliver for a number of reasons. Often, the biggest reason actually is they didn't start small. We've actually gone in the back of some projects where they spent $30–40 million in 3 years and got nothing, and said, actually, let's do a proof of concept, get you over the line, and then use that proof of concept to scale to the full solution. So we think that's the way you should always start.
ChangeGap had worked with a number of different financial institutions to produce a liquidity reporting solution for them. Each time that was a very bespoke product. As part of that, they had an idea that they could create something more generalised that would disrupt the existing market. What Sarah wanted to deliver was a more open-sourced, kind of simplified version of a liquidity reporting solution. They were looking for a technology partner to come in and help them understand how they could achieve that.
We work with a number of technology partners, and from the moment we met Headforwards, it was a really great experience. And I think their organisation is very very cohesive, very well coordinated. So whether I'm talking to Toby or Andy or Dave, John, or the developers, there's no smoke and mirrors. Everyone's real, everyone cares, and we saw that difference very clearly.
We set up the team in a standard way for Headforwards. So we ran some workshops with the client to understand what the problem area was and agree what experiments we wanted to run, what the POC needed to deliver. Then we put in place a small team with a delivery lead who handled the day-to-day work with the team, the backlog management, then a couple of developers, and then we ramped in testing as needed a bit later in the project.
So we approached the proof of concept by understanding ChangeGap's key requirements. They were handling a big volume of data and having the flexibility of deploying the solution into different platforms. So the iterative approach we adopted consisted in building flexible pipeline engine. Then we loaded their simplest product workflow. For the next iterations, we started adding increasingly more complex products until we achieved a solution that met their requirements.
We've delivered a small slice through the whole application. So we have a solution which takes all the product types that the final product needs to process. We can generate the output needed, but we haven't focused on the scale, the handling production level load. So we've got something that allows the solution to be kind of showcased to people. So the next step now is to look at the production, scalability and load and performance.
It's a really great point that we're at now, and also we're looking across the industry, what do we see in the future, to build to. It's been a good experience working with Headforwards in that regard, because effectively we're not just trying to solve this particular proof of concept, but we're looking at what's going on in the industry with their clients, with our clients, and how we can improve these practices. It's a very tangible solution we've got now with which to make those decisions.